Welcome back. We are here at the East Battlefield location at Price Cutter, joined by Jordan Browning of Ozarks Food Harvest. How are we doing today?
Doing very well. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And how much does this putting the Ozarks first help feed our neighbors impact your organization?
Yeah, that's a great question. This does a ton for this. So over the lifetime that you guys put this on for us, we've raised more than 40,000 meals for our neighbors in need, which is huge because we're actually seeing a greater demand for food than we were during the height of the pandemic. So this has never been more necessary.
Jordan, I'm curious, do you have any stats on that? I'm curious because I know the pandemic was very hard on a lot of people in the Ozarks. You came with astounding numbers then. I can't imagine why they're going up and how many people this is affecting. Is it inflation, economy?
All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, we were serving about an average of 50,000 people each and every month. Now it's up to about 60,000 every month. And so that's a bunch of things. It's inflation, the increased cost of food, increased cost of childcare, housing costs. All of those things are really keeping people down to where they're having to turn to the food bank to get some food assistance.
And I was going to say, I saw on your website, it's $1 can provide 4 meals. Is that correct? So how important is that monetary donation?
Yeah, that's huge. And that's even more necessary than even just bringing food in because we can stretch that dollar as far as it can possibly go. Because like you said, we can turn a $1 into 4 meals because we have a giant warehouse, we have trucking capacity, all of those things to stretch your donation as far as possible.
Jordan, your facility is absolutely amazing. It's huge, it's beautiful, it's so clean. Can you explain to our viewers how the process works from the donation and then getting it to the families? Because I think a lot of people think, I just can go there, maybe donate something monetarily or food-wise, but they don't know how it gets to the people.
Yeah, that's a great question. So one of the cool things is that the food doesn't just stay here in Greene County. We have a 28-county service area, about a third of the state of Missouri. And so we're distributing to more than 270 community and faith-based charities. So from our distribution center, we are sending that out across Southwest Missouri at no cost to our agencies. So all they have to worry about is getting food out to the people in need, and we supply everything else.
That's amazing.
And with all that, there's got to be a great demand for volunteers. How is that looking for you guys?
Yeah, we are always in need of volunteers because right now we're sorting about 100,000 pounds of food per week. So just to make sure that we are meeting that demand, we are needing volunteers constantly because without them, we'd probably have to hire an additional 20 full-time staff. So, I mean, that is a huge job they have of sorting food for us.
Who is an ideal volunteer? Who can volunteer? How do they do it? Is it a church group? Is it a company? How does it work?
It could be anything. It could be a church group, could be just someone who's retired, could be college students, could be if you just have some spare time one night. Any of those would work for us. I mean, because we are desperate for people to help us get the food out the door.
I'm curious to you just quickly about donations because I know in the summertime before, and I've talked to you about this before, I've grown vegetables and I've had too many, so I've donated to Ozarks Food Harvest. I know you need monetary donations, but is there a way people can help in other ways with donations?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, so Plant a Row is one of our big programs. So if you're just having a little garden in your backyard, just plant an extra row for somebody in need, and you can donate those to Ozarks Food Harvest, and everything stays right here in the community. So everything, all that fresh produce is going to go to a family in need.
Okay, and that's called Plant a Row?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I love that because I started donating, and then one of your awesome people at Ozarks Food Harvest contacted me and go, hey, we have a new thing, Plant a Row. So guess what I did in my garden? Now, I have to start my new garden at my new house. Haven't done that yet.
Okay.
But once I do, Jordan, you're back on my radar.
Perfect.
I just have to get the house done first, and then the garden is coming.
Yes.
So it is a great, because people need those fresh, locally grown produce.
Yes.
A, it tastes better, and it's so healthy.
Absolutely. And right now, we have our own garden. We're generating 20,000 pounds per year just out of our own garden in Rogersville. So that's become a big emphasis to make sure that we're getting fresh, healthy, nutritious food out to families in need.
Absolutely. And if people wanted some more information on how to volunteer, how to donate, how to plant a row, where are they able to go and get that information?
Yes, we have all of that info on our website at ozarksfoodharvest.org. Find out how to volunteer, plant a row, or just how to help someone that may need assistance.
Also, quick question. I know I've been there before and I got a tour. Can people come in and just look around and see kind of what you do? Because I loved my tour because it put everything in perspective for me when I actually saw the process and how much food actually goes through your facility.
Yeah, absolutely. Just call and schedule a tour and we'll be happy to take you through our entire facility. It's about 100,000 square feet, so set aside a decent amount of time to walk back and forth.
It is huge. I can't wait for Maddie for you to see it 'cause it's amazing.
Well, and I wanted to ask, so you said last year was 20,000 pounds of fresh grown produce, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, are we trying to surpass that this year? Do we see that happening already?
Yeah. So it's done through a combination of our full circle garden staff. They're growing it at our own garden in Rogersville, and they're gleaning. So they're working with local farmers who have excess produce to get that and get it to families in need. So we're looking somewhere in excess of 100,000 pounds of produce we're getting to families in need this year.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
And I'm guessing all the rain we're going to be getting is going to help the garden because we need the
Yes.
rain for the garden to grow to help feed our community. Jordan, one more time, what is the website if people want more information?
Yes, it is ozarksfoodharvest.org.
Jordan, it's always great to see you.
Good to see you all.
Yes.
Next time, Jordan's going to join us with a Tommy Boy quote game
Absolutely.
Yes.
on a lighter note.
On a lighter
Because
note.
like that. Don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM from Price Cutter on East Battlefield right after this. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, you had
to throw it in a lighter.
That